Hello and welcome to this introduction to Mastering Your Money Mindset, one of my favorite coaching modules and in fact one of my all-time favorite coaching tools. And that's because mastering your money mindset is crucial when you are starting a new business, or even if you've been running your business for a while and now want to make a bigger leap forward and you know that your current approach is not really going to help you get there. So this is where money mindset work can really unlock new tools and new awarenesses for you. And that's because there is a direct correlation between how we think, so our mindset, and the business that we are able to create. Because ultimately, all the decisions and all the actions that we take in our business will always reflect the beliefs that we hold. So I'm Reid, and I'm a trained money mindset and business strategy coach and performance and leadership coach practitioner. And I have helped dozens of entrepreneurs evolve and strengthen their relationship with money so they can make great money doing what they love and being of service to others. So let's dive in. And especially if you are transitioning from employment to entrepreneurship, this will be very, very eye-opening for you. And if you decide to enroll onto the Money Mindset Mastery program, it can have a very profound impact on your business and your life. So let's take a look at how our relationship with money changes in entrepreneurship. When starting a business after corporate, you're not just making a career change, right? You are changing your relationship with money, whether you are conscious of this or not. You're likely to be moving from what I call a passive reliance to active partnership. And the whole meaning around money can change. In employment, money often happens to you. You know, the salary bands, promotions, paydays, all decided by someone else. That's passive reliance. As an entrepreneur, you step into an active partnership. You decide your pricing. You create your opportunities. You choose how money supports your life and your business. You make all these decisions. And ultimately, you have to find a way to be okay about making money to succeed. But in that process, you are likely to encounter thoughts and feelings surface that you didn't even know existed before. You might find that buttons get pressed and thoughts and feelings triggered that may be very new or may feel conflicting, and you may feel misaligned with what you used to believe or what you have been told about money and work itself, as well as about what's possible for you. So here is where the money mindset work comes in. What we do in Money Mindset Mastery is we unpick your money mindset to really raise awareness about what's going on so we can make better choices and therefore create better results, rather than trying to navigate all of this on autopilot, driven by subconscious beliefs that you may be holding and that are likely have been inherited from others, and often not ones that we would have necessarily chosen for ourselves. So let's just take a look at how our money mindset is shaped. Let's just try and understand that a little bit better. Our money mindset, of course, it didn't just appear out of nowhere. It's been shaped by years of experiences, family beliefs, workplace culture, and even the wider economy and what we have experienced as a result of that wider economy. When you understand where your money mindset comes from and where your money stories come from, you can choose which ones to keep and which ones to let go of, because ultimately they're not serving your long-term goals. And you can start creating a new intentional relationship with money. So I'm wondering, have you ever noticed how your earliest memories or experiences with money have shaped your current relationship with it? Do you ever feel that your upbringing or even experience of money growing up has influenced how you handle money today? Because it's likely that growing up, you have observed how your family approach finances, right? Our varied cultural backgrounds and our upbringing, as well as our life experiences to date with money, will shape and influence our money mindset, much like how they shape our preferences in food, right? So the flavors and the dishes we enjoy, they also impact our perception and behaviors concerning money, and they shape our initial beliefs and attitudes towards finances as well. And these beliefs and attitudes towards money follow us into adulthood and impact our financial decisions. Despite what we are being taught at school and in maths about how we are taught to approach money and finances, money is not really just about numbers, and we don't make our financial decisions on spreadsheets, and this is really important to get awareness of. We make decisions about money and finances in real life, like through the prism of our own unique view of the world and with our own thoughts and feelings, and mainly with emotions and our value systems and comfort zones of what we believe is acceptable and what's not acceptable. We may be informed by spreadsheets, right? But ultimately, it's those beliefs and our fears and our comfort zone that will have the final say. And it's all very relative to how we have grown up and what we have seen and what we've learned about money. And this is especially important to understand in the context of our business, because how we think, what we believe, and what we feel about money will dictate every action and every decision that we take in our business. Every single action. And that's why our money mindset has this phenomenal power associated with it. For example, if your money story is that clients won't pay higher fees, or you have a belief that people don't have money, then you are going to continuously give away your services at lower fees and attract clients who are already aligned with paying very little. Or if you believe that having a lot of money would make you a bad person in any way, you'll subconsciously protect yourself from that, making it difficult to set and meet more ambitious money goals. I wanted to share with you something that my client said to me about money mindset. And she said that it was funny actually, because at first she didn't even realize she needed to work on her money mindset. She said, I didn't think I had a money problem. I've always been okay with money. But what she did have was this mindset that she's been taught growing up about working hard, about putting in the hours, about getting better over time, slowly working your way up and being able to earn more. And she also believed that money was fundamentally hard and even bad in some way. When she became an entrepreneur, she realized that the rules are different, that she had to change the outlook she had on money. Ultimately, otherwise it would drive her to burnout. And she said it wasn't really about the whole money abundance woo-woo type stuff. It was about retraining your brain. And she said to me once that how you think about money shows up everywhere for her, in how she positioned herself, in how straight her shoulders are on client calls, how confidently she is able to sell her service. And so, of course, if you want to increase your income, it's likely that you will have to repackage yourself. But also, you have to believe in the value that you have to provide to other people. And you have to believe that the value you provide deserves a higher price. She acknowledged that clients trust more when you are confident and that you are priced properly. Whereas underpricing and actually undercharging can hold you back. I particularly like her final quote, where she said that sometimes the reason you're not growing in your business is not the price itself, but how you deliver it and how you talk about it. To me, that's money mindset. So our money mindset may have been shaped unconsciously through our upbringing and what we have seen and experienced around us, right? But the idea about mastering your money mindset is that no matter what you have thought and believed about money in the past, is not what you are stuck with. You can change these thoughts and you can change these feelings and beliefs consciously with the support of the awesome exercises that I have for you in this coaching module. And of course, with the help of our life coaching if you're in a one-to-one coaching program with me as well. But let's take a look at what actually goes into a money mindset, because it's a great phrase to throw around, but what does it actually mean? How do we make this tangible, and how can we work on this in a way that strengthens it and that supports us in our lives and with our business goals? So our money mindset is made up of 6 elements. It's an alchemy of these 6 elements interacting with each other. The first one being our money identity. Our identity in relationship to money and in the context of our business. So for example, someone's identity of making 50k per year in business is going to be very different to someone who's making 50k per month, which is about 600 per year. Very different, and there is nothing wrong with either of these amounts. They are just particular identities. So these people will have very different thoughts and feelings about themselves in relation to money, and they will identify as I am someone who makes this amount or that amount, and there will be certain thoughts and feelings and actions that flow from that almost automatically. The second element is what we call our core beliefs about money in our business. So first in the hierarchy we've got our identity, and the identity drives our beliefs. And when these elements are in alignment, we bring more flow and we bring more joy and more peace to making and having more money in our business and life. Now the third element is how we value our time. And how we value our time impacts how we spend our time, the types of things that we do in our day, personally and professionally, the kind of projects and activities that we give our time and attention to, ultimately dictating the choices that we make. All of these types of choices will flow from a money mindset. And of course, we dive into each one of these elements of money mindset alchemy in the individual exercises in this module. So the fourth element is all about recognizing the value that we have to offer. And when someone really recognizes the value that they have to offer in a particular way, it makes all the difference between creating a high-end business versus undercharging and over-delivering. And there is a big, big distinction there. Even when someone who values what they offer, they can be a high-value business, but they still may be undercharging and over-delivering. And that happens very often because of other conflicts we may feel in relation to money. But when you recognize the value you offer, for sure, your fees go up, you have a higher-end business, you work with higher quality clients, clients get better results, and everything overall is much higher vibe, more high-end. So now the fifth piece of our money mindset is our self-talk. And these are all the questions and all the statements that we tend to tell ourselves silently that either empower us or disempower us. You know, these are all the conversations that we have with ourselves when no one else is listening. And lastly, number 6, it's our sense of self-worth. What you believe you deserve to earn, who you feel confident or good enough working with, and how boldly you set and hold your prices. If deep down you don't feel worthy, no strategy in the world will stop you from undercharging or over-delivering or shrinking back when it's time to state your fee. But when your self-worth is intact, you start to see money for what it is. Not a reflection of who you are, but more of a tool that allows you to live and work and create from a place of freedom and choice. So, creating your new money mindset. By reviewing and by being intentional about these 6 elements of your money mindset, you can create a new money perspective for yourself. Fully mastering these 6 elements can really create a shift in all areas of business and life by creating a completely new story that you can begin telling and living and breathing from, starting immediately. And this is what this Money Mindset Mastery module is all about. What you will have at the end of it is a brand new perspective about money that is outlined for you in a very personal and customized template that you can start applying every single day. And the reason that this is so powerful is because we need to understand that we are always imprinting ourselves, our brain, with information, with images, with ideas. This happens all the time, every single day, every single moment. It's how our brains are wired. We are constantly being imprinted. And most people are not being conscious of this imprinting. And therefore, they are not being selective and not really being at choice. In other words, not really choosing what they want to fill their thoughts and feelings with. So when you look at your brand new money mindset that you have created consciously and chosen for yourself around these 6 elements, if you start looking at it every day, and understanding that it's so powerful and customized for you, you will start imprinting what you want to create in your life. And that is the fastest way to shift out of the past and into what you want. It's the fastest way. It is the fastest way because you are looking at what you want and who you want to be. And then you start to live and breathe and act to the best of your abilities towards where you want to be. And pretty soon, that's what becomes your reality. Because the new starts to crowd out the old, and over time, you experience a profound shift that creates a ripple effect of transformation showing up in various and eventually all areas of business and life. Now, the key here is to create a mindset that you can step into and live by, which will change your perspective. And this is very much what the exercises are designed to do. They're designed to change your perspective and ultimately change your decisions and change and influence the actions that you are able to take. This goes far beyond affirmations. It's something that changes your decisions and creates a very different experience for you. And that new experience becomes your new normal. So I just want to get across why this is so important and why this imprinting is so important. And that's because when you imprint from where you want to be, we make no room for the past. Because we fill our conscious and subconscious mind with the new and exciting and wonderful feelings and new experiences that we want to have. And that 100% supports us towards our money goals in our business with more ease and more peace of mind. And this is something that I stand fully behind. It's a forward-moving, forward-thinking process, and for me that's what coaching is all about. So what we do in Money Mindset Mastery training is I take you through a series of 6 exercises for which there is always an accompanying worksheet. And what I'll also recommend is that you allocate an hour once a week, ideally at a regular time, where you can come back and complete each exercise, taking you 6 weeks in total. And what you'll do is listen to a short 10-minute instruction video, and then you'll complete the exercise. And each of the exercises will create a piece of your new money mindset. And I provide a specific template for that as well. It will create a money mindset mastery mantra for you, which is something that you will then start using going forward as a lens to create that transformation and that ripple effect in your life and business as you consider each element of your money mindset in the context of your business and your revenue goals. And why I recommend to take a week between each exercise, of course you can do them all in one go, and that's what we do in the Money Mindset Mastery Intensive VIP days, where we roll up our sleeves for 5 hours and work through each of these pieces one by one. But doing this at home on your own, you really have the flexibility to come back to each piece, to plant a seed with each exercise and give it time to percolate. And you may even have some new ideas and thoughts coming up for you in between these exercises. So you will have time to journal, or you will have time to listen to visualizations, and over that space in time between exploring each piece, to really fully soak up the concept and embed that process for yourself. And what's so powerful about this final template that you will populate as you go from each of the 6 exercises is that it will become your mantra, which when you read every single day afterwards, it will imprint for you the beliefs and the new reality that you really want to have. It will support your business growth, and it will support you in receiving the results that you want. And this may sound a bit esoteric and a little bit woo-woo, and there is no doubt about it. But this is the magic of manifesting in the universe. And on the other side of the coin, this is also science, right? It's neuroscience, it's physics, it's how our brain works. And these exercises and techniques are used in world-class sports with world-class sports people to help them progress towards their goals. So the goal and intention here for this work, for this money mindset mastery work, is really about instigating change, is about creating change and making decisions from where you want to be as someone who is achieving these types of goals or revenue income goals. The type of business that you want to run, the type of feelings you want to feel when you're running that business, and what you want to be experiencing. And I like using the word mantra here, and I chose it, it's been intentionally chosen because what it means is mantra motivates change. And this is what we are really doing by repeating something over and over again and creating transformation from the inside out. And what you will have at the end of it is your complete mantra that you'll keep and that you'll use daily. So just to wrap it up and bring it to a close, as I invite you on this journey and to do this work of Money Mindset Mastery, I also invite you to bring energy of new possibility, okay? Like with any of this type of work, this can bring up resistance naturally. It can feel hard, okay? Fair enough. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it and be very successful with it. And more people are, to be fair. This money mindset mastery is like practicing a physical muscle in physical exercise. Like, persevering with your healthy eating habits. It may feel hard and like you can't do it and like it's not really working and like you can't be bothered today. But yeah, I appreciate the resistance is real, but I want you to know that as your coach, I'm holding you as powerful, and I know that you can do this, and there is a reason why you are here, drawn to doing this work, and I know that it will serve you long term. So relax and trust the process, because it really, really works, and bring a lot of self-compassion and open heart and open mind to it. Thank you so much for listening, and I can't wait to dive in with you. Bye.